Hello everybody, welcome back to the Junkyard, and today we are going to be doing our WrestleMania predictions. I got Jonathan here,
What's up?
and we're gonna be doing our predictions. So, let's start it out with the tag team turmoil match. Naomi and Lana versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus the Riot Squad versus Natalya and Tamina versus Carmella and Billie Kay.
I got the right squad.
I've got probably Natalya and Tamina.
They are pushing them a lot, and I got the high chance for the Riot Squad. I've always liked the Riot Squad since they first debuted.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're good in the ring, and
I'm just going from what I saw, which was those two get attacked by Baszler and Jax. So
yeah.
Next up we got Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman in a cage match. I got Shane.
Yeah, I got Strowman just because they'd be stupid. It is WWE, but Strowman needs it. Ever since SummerSlam, he's needed something to push him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Strowman.
Next for the Raw Tag Team Championship, The New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos.
I'm gonna say the New Day has the victory here, and then Omos and Styles are gonna turn on each other because Styles is gonna be like, "Hey, why'd you do this?" And then Omos is gonna be like, "Wait, I'm bigger than you," and
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I think New Days are gonna come back on this and win it. So. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
I got Cesaro. Cesaro is gonna get pushed to the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, I have to agree there. Seth Rollins losing 2 straight because he's bragging about his WrestleMania moments, and now he's losing 2 straight WrestleManias. I could still see a Seth Rollins push in the future, but Cesaro here.
Big dream and cheers Cesaro Seth Rollins versus Edge. So maybe Rollins loses that, goes on to build his character more, and then goes against Edge for the Universal title if he wins.
Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and Morrison.
This is another, why did they book this thing? I love Damian Priest.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great on the mic.
His
character's cool. Bad Bunny is Bad Bunny. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but it's Bad Bunny. So they're going to win. Because what celebrity comes into WWE and loses at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be them picking up the win, I think.
Opening the show, we got Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. So, I don't know.
They really put Banks and Belair in the main event. That is so why.
Well, they want to.
Edge, Reigns, and Bryan, and McIntyre and Bobby are one of 2 of the greatest things they have going for them right now. And yet they put that as the opener and put a match that nobody cares about in the main event.
I don't know. Especially with the fact that
Bianca Belair, she's from Knoxville, which is awesome to me.
Yeah.
Mr. Rabson, one of my teachers from last year, taught her. And Austin East. And she's main event in WrestleMania. That's cool to me. But, it just doesn't make sense for, the biggest stores that have to go where they are.
Yeah. But
I think I got Bobby Lashley on this one.
I'm gonna go with Drew. I've heard rumors that he's supposed to walk away with this because he never got his big pop for when he beat Brock Lesnar last year and wanted him to win the title at WrestleMania this year. I'm pretty sure he'll drop it back to Lashley sometime in the future. But I think
big prediction. Lashley's going to win, and Lesnar's going to come back, and that's going to set up that dream match that everybody's been talking about.
that could happen. That's a good idea. And finally, of course, in the main event, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
Just for the culture, I'm rooting Belair. Because it's Belair, and like I said, she's from the school. And that was my number one pick to win the Rumble. So,
yeah,
I definitely got Belair on this one.
I did notice that they had number 1 and 2 win the Rumbles.
I thought Bianca Belair was number 3.
Or she might have been number 3, but they're still very early numbers.
Right.
That's kind of dumb how they had people do that, but it was cool that Edge did it. I don't think it was that good that Belair did, but...
Well, I mean, it was a good way to build the character. Like, she's not to be messed with. See, she won the Rumble from an early spot,
Yeah. We got the Women's Tag Team Championship, Nia and Shayna versus the winner of the Gauntlet match. So... basically, it's who you think was going to win the gauntlet. Do you think they're going to beat Jax and Baszler?
As much as I hate to say it, I don't think they're going to win it just because they're going to push Banks and Belair, or not Banks and Belair. Look what we did. Nia and Jax. I know words. Hold on. Give me a second. Baszler and Jax, and then they're going to lose in some stupid way, and they're going to have a feud.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want them to win, but at the same time, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Jackson Baszler walks away with this, walks away with the title anyways, but, it could also be the opposite of what happened at NXT. Like, Bronson Reed won the Gauntlet Eliminator. Oh, you haven't watched NXT, did you?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Oh, okay. And, Gargano ended up walking away with the title anyway, so maybe...
Yeah.
Ow. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn with Logan Paul. I'm actually pretty excited, because the matches are really good every time Kevin and, Sami step into the ring together. I really like this match.
I was thinking about this, okay, so any two people that have been together this long, no matter if they're friends or not, the thing with wrestling, you can have great chemistry. Chemistry is one of the biggest things in the business. Say you have, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they used to go, PWG on the Indies, all the way, all that. Then they came to WWE and they had their friendship thing, and then one turned on the other. They had great chemistry, and that's why their matches were so well, because they were good friends backstage. Same thing if somebody hates the other one, as long as they're two professionals and don't shoot on each other, it's going to be a great match. That's the chemistry. But right here, I'm thinking, Logan Paul is going to try something on Owens, and then Owens is going to, powerbomb him off the pirate ship or something crazy, and then Owens is going to get a big paycheck, and Paul's going to get a big paycheck, and Owens is going to win, so...
Yeah, Actually, I say something will happen, and Sami Zayn ends up winning. Maybe Kevin Owens tries something crazy, like a Shane McMahon-like stunt, and fails. And Sami Zayn wins, and he finally gets rid of that stupid gimmick, the conspiracy theorist thing.
It'd be really funny if Shane McMahon were to grab Sami Zayn and because Sami Zayn pulled Owens out of his big fall at one of the WrestleMania, 33 or 34 or something.
Oh, that was during the pay-per-view. It wasn't during the Mania.
That was a WrestleMania, I think. It was Sami Zayn. It might have been a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, it was.
Was it? Okay. I know it was a Hell in a Cell match. I didn't know if it was at WrestleMania or not. But
yeah.
He pulled Owens out of the way and Shane fell through the table. But yeah, imagine something like that happening. That'd be so funny.
Next, we got the United States Championship. Riddle versus Sheamus.
Okay, I'm but I don't like Riddle. I don't like him at all. He's great in the ring. He really is. But one, wear shoes on the ring. That's nasty. Two, his character is annoying. If you're going to be a stoner gimmick, don't beat around the bush with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like his character. He's great in the ring. No hate towards him, but that character is annoying. But I got Sheamus on this one because he's been looking for another title win since he lost the WWE title. Another singles title anyway.
Yeah, I have to agree with you here, Sheamus. He's actually been one of the best things WWE has. Like, his feud with McIntyre, that match at Fastlane turned out to be great. So, I think he deserved another title run. So, I say Sheamus wins here. Next up we have the Intercontinental Championship. Big E versus Apollo Crews in a Nigerian drum fight.
What is a Nigerian drum fight?
I have no idea.
Have they ever done this on programming before?
I think they did something related to that in Black Panther, the movie. I don't think they've ever done that in WWE.
No, but they're building Apollo. Like, he really is getting built to be a great part of TV. Like, he's been underlooked since he came to the office some years ago. And I think it'd be great for him to win another title.
Mm-hmm.
If he got screwed out of the U.S. title.
Yeah,
But at the same time, Big E kind of won it somewhat soon. Like, somewhat early. And then it'd kind of be dumb for him to lose at a Mania. So, I don't know.
So,
I'm going Big E.
Big E. I think Crews finally gets the win here. He's lost so many matches. And plus, it's his own stipulation, so I have him lose at his own stipulation. That's the thing. So, I'm thinking Apollo Crews here. The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
The Garbage Fiend. I can't get that look out of my head. Like, he does not look good.
Toasty.
But I'm going Fiend. It just makes sense for him to win it.
Yeah, the Fiend could come out here, but I think this one's gonna be a risky one. I say Orton's gonna walk away with this. Because, you know, they're building Orton as, like, trying to be not afraid of him, but at the same time, he is terrified. So, I think Orton gets over his fears. He starts to take it to the Fiend, and he actually wins it here by executing the punt.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Knocking his head off. Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Raw Women's Championship, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley.
Oh my god, I really hope Rhea wins this because Asuka's had it for a while. She had a decent run with it.
Yeah.
And I don't want Rhea Ripley to have the NXT curse where she gets called up, loses the big match, and then gets buried for the rest of her WWE career because she is way too good to have that happen.
Yeah.
And especially after the last year's Mania where she lost to Charlotte for no reason. I really think Rhea should win this one.
Yeah, I think Rhea will win this one because, Asuka won. She didn't even win the title. She was handed the title after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, right?
Yes.
So, she's had it since Becky, vacated. Meaning that Rhea can probably take the title. I heard rumors that Becky's coming back soon. So she could feud with Asuka for a while. And then, winner of that feud would go back after Rhea. So, you know, my phone's falling. So, yeah. I'm going with Rhea here. And finally, the main event. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Bryan.
I want Edge to win this and bring back the world title. I really do. I hate that belt so much.
Well, did you watch SmackDown last night?
I watched the very, very end of it.
Let's see. I think all three of them made a promo. I think Bryan had one of the best promos he's had in a while. But that does not mean to me that he's going to win. I don't see him winning at all. Although it would be cool for Bryan to win, I personally am a pretty big Bryan fan. I'm going to have to go with Reigns here.
Yeah, like Bryan had his one Mania moment, and that was like one of the that's one of the big moments I remember at a Mania at WrestleMania 30.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was saying, Bryan had a great Mania moment, and WrestleMania 30 was one of my favorites personally. But I don't think he's going to be able to pick up this win. It wouldn't just make sense for him to win this, even though it was Reigns and Edge that started it. But you know, like I was saying, you had all the memes of Bryan getting thrown into like the random matches over the years as like a triple threat or whatever, just to make it funny. And I really didn't agree with Bryan getting put in because he already had his Mania moment, and so has Edge and Reigns. But like, it just didn't make sense for them to build Edge and Reigns and then Bryan's kind of get thrown in the middle of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm definitely going with Edge on this one just because it just makes sense. And then they might, you know, do another Reigns versus McIntyre.
Yeah.
And well, that is possible, but another Reigns versus Edge thing, and you know the upcoming months and so I'm going Edge though.
So you go Edge, I go Reigns. Reason why I think Reigns will win is because they're still trying to build him as a, you know, like top guy. Well, he's already cemented as a top guy, but they're trying to like build him as this dominant thing, and having him tap out to Bryan didn't really matter because it didn't count. So, I think that Roman will come out of this probably pinning Bryan, but either way, I think that this match is probably going to be, if not match of the night, probably match of the year candidate. Because, I mean, of course they're going to have to compete with a couple of these matches, especially from TakeOver. TakeOver was a really good pay-per-view. But yeah, as a recording, it's 4 o'clock, so WrestleMania will start in 3 hours. Oh boy.
Let's do the reactions live, like on call, and then we'll post those.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Grim does.
Yeah. So WrestleMania is 3 hours away. Well, the kickoff show is, but this video will probably be up in an hour after this. So we'll see you then. So you know how we roll. As of now, Junkyard's closed. Peace.